The number you have reached.
What number did you dial, please? Keep going, please. Ma'am, the number you dialed.
Hey everybody, we are going to do some phone recording, and I'm going to start for the first time one of my videos with a disclaimer. It is in many places illegal to record phone calls unless all invested parties are aware of the fact that they're being recorded. So if you're on a conference call or you're doing an interview or whatever it might be, or you're trying to catch somebody doing something wrong, don't do it unless you tell them you're recording, because you're going to be the one that gets in more trouble than they are, no matter what it is, or you might find yourself in the middle of a lawsuit. So there's my disclaimer, okay? This is for demonstration purposes only. But come on, let's face it. A lot of you guys out there probably have a podcast, or you may do interviews and someone needs to be reviewed by the executives and they know that they're being recorded because they want the job or they want to do an interview with you, so you need to do some recording. If you have an Android phone, you're probably saying, well, it's not really that complicated. I mean, I can record whatever's on my phone just by opening an app and recording it. If you have an iPhone, it's a little bit more problematic. There's third-party apps that you can use, but an iPhone inherently is not lending itself to being recorded on at least both sides of the conversation. You may be able to get some app to record what's incoming, but you can't record your voice going out because an iPhone does not have what they call side tone. In other words, your voice goes into this microphone and goes straight to the party you're talking or parties you're talking to. It does not come back through your earpiece, and it's not anywhere on the sound card of the phone. So you're not going to get your voice. So we have to surmount that problem. So we're going to do that real easy with a Bluetooth device and a microphone. You're going to need that in order to do this with an iPhone. So here's what I've got, okay? We'll get right into this. Okay, you can't use your earbuds or your, headphone, your earpods or whatever they call them, unless you buy some sort of an adapter or you get one of those third-party apps. So there's a lot of money involved in that because it's like $9 a month for some of these apps. And then the adapter that you would buy for this is probably going to be $30 or so. You've already got a recorder if you're watching this channel, almost certainly. So just use one of those. It's really simple. I can use any of my Tascams, DP004, DP006, 8, 8EX, whatever it might be, or something like, I'd more likely probably use something like this little Zoom, or if you've got a little Tascam DR5 or something like that, you can plug straight in to the microphone on the side of it or the microphones in the Tascam and record both sides of the recording by doing this, okay? You can either just take the Bluetooth, which has a 3.5 millimeter stereo, and plug it into the Tascam. Now, obviously, it's not going to fit in there, so you're going to need an adapter. So just take an adapter that goes up to 1/4 inch and plug that into one of the channels. So let's say we're using the Tascam for that. And then again, we need to hear us, so because the microphone on there is going to go out to them, but your microphone, your voice isn't going to come back to the Bluetooth, so you're going to have a separate microphone. So for you, just like if you were in a studio as like a radio guy or whatever, or in a television, you'll be talking on your microphone. And you notice when you hear these interviews with people, the guy's like, his voice is all cool, and then the person, yeah. So that's the reason. Okay, they're using their microphone, and here's mine, and I'm gonna just use a lav mic, and that would be my mic. Let's hook it on. So now I'll go in one channel, and then the person talking on the phone will come in the other channel, and that's cool because now you can manipulate the audio. Your audio should sound good, but theirs is going to sound bad. You can EQ it, boost it, do whatever you need to do with it, compress it, whatever, and make it sound better. So that's great because it's on a separate channel. And then you can balance everything. Okay, so now if you were to use a studio mic, again, you could use an adapter, and because in this particular Tascam, it's only got quarters, so you can just go like that. Or if you're going to go into like the Zoom, then you would go in like that into one of these splitters. Okay, so this thing is also 3.5 and it's stereo breakout. So it breaks out to 2 mono. So then you would just take your call or the person you're talking to, plug them in one channel with your Bluetooth, take your microphone, plug it in the other channel. It's pretty simple. It sounds complicated a little, I guess, but it's not. That's it. So now, again, you've got a stereo, and you can split that down and whatever you're using to get your audio together. and balance it or whatever. And you got the two sides of the conversation going into the machine. And like, for instance, I'll just turn this on. And then I've got the headphone here going into the mixer that's recording this video. So we'll just, once it's fired up, okay. And so there's my side. Okay, and that's it. So now what you've got is, we kind of got what you would have like in the old days. If any of you guys are old timers like me, you'll remember that what you had was something like this. It was a little suction cup, and you'd hook it up to, like, say, for instance, your cassette or micro cassette or your reel-to-reel, and you'd record your call. But in this case, we're going to use Zoom or the Tascam. So you arm the recorder, and you're rolling. And then, make sure all your levels are right, and you're ready to make a call as long as your Bluetooth is connected.
Power
oh my
on.
God.
Connected.
Not this knucklehead. It's my neighbor. But see, it's coming through the phone now. I'll answer it. He's a cartoon character. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Mark.
Hi.
I'm recording
Stop
you.
stealing my Wi-Fi.
I'm not stealing your Wi-Fi.
You've been using my Wi-Fi.
No, I
I
haven't.
looked up your IP address and found your phone number.
You didn't find my phone number, Mark.
Then why did your search history appear when I signed in? Explain that.
You're so smart, you tell me.
How'd you even get my password? You a hacker?
Yeah, Mark, I'm an evil genius.
I'm not arguing with you.
Oh,
Just stop or I'm gonna get the police involved.
yeah, go ahead. I'm so scared.
I paid for that with my hard-earned money.
Oh, you hard-earned money. You work so
Get a
hard.
job.
Oh, shut up. I got a job. I got my own Wi-Fi, guys. Anyways, well, that was good timing.
The number you have reached is not in service. At the customer's request, please make a note of it. The number you have reached.
What number did you dial, please? Dialing, please. Name the number you dialing.